Kind of voice crack right there, but we'll keep it in. Yo, what's good, y'all? It's Prodigy, man. Today we're back on another video. This is Triple H speaks publicly for the first time since being appointed head of WWE Creative. As you guys know, if you keep up with wrestling, you know, for that audience, Triple H is now head of creative. Now, we don't know if that actually means anything because we know Vince has retired, and we don't know if that means that him being creative is actually he's going to get him his creative thoughts and looks put out there, his vision. We don't know if that's actually going to get put out on the field in terms of the ring and on the stars, their promos, character, in-ring work. We don't know if that's going to get all to the ring because retirement is more of a label for Vince. He could easily still be calling the shots because he owns the company. Like, he owns a lot of the company. So retirement was just more of, okay, physically, I'm not going to be in the workplace doing everything. But the dude still could easily make changes to the show. And they're still going to obey Vince. It's not like that's not their, they're not going to obey someone who has, like, a lot of stocks, owned within the company. So Vince owns the company. No retirement is going to stop that. But we shall see where the future of the company goes. I'm optimistic about it. But let's see what Triple H has to say about it since this is his first time speaking out. Sorry about the long intro. Just had to say a few things, to let people know I am keeping up with the news in that aspect. So let's get it.
Triple H, I gotta ask, you're in charge of creative now. How is the product gonna be different underneath you as opposed to when Vince McMahon had the book?
You gotta watch the show.
Come on.
See, with that, okay, you gotta watch the show. Okay. Well, I watched the show this past Monday. I didn't see nothing different. So, and then this Friday, that I just got done with SmackDown, it wasn't too much there either. So, still loading on that change. But, yeah, I'll watch the show. I mean, I was going to watch it anyway, but, okay.
That's not an answer.
That is an answer.
That's not a
If you asked a question and I answered you, that's an answer.
That's not the
right?
answer I wanted.
Yeah. No, I know it isn't. But that's how it works. You gotta watch the show. Look, this is the longest running stuff on TV. We say it all the time, right? Raw, SmackDown.
Shout out to the trainees.
SummerSlam, just everything that we're doing, right? They're a massive pair of shoes to fill that I'm trying in some way to step into, but I do not dream for 1 second that I can fill those shoes by myself. It's going to take, period, but by myself.
Honestly, it's going to take a lot of effort. Something that the company has not given us for a long time. It's going to take effort. Sure, you're going to need some help or whatever, but what you need is dedication, hard work, discipline, and effort. That's what you have to put into these shows in order to get a better product, or at least a glimpse of a better product. Like, that's what, hold on, let me turn this a little bit. Like, that's what we're really going to need. I don't, it's going to take some, time, of course, but it should not take more than a few weeks or a month to see at least slight changes. Like, people's names are changing, their characters are, heavily developing and getting better, and, stuff like that. So, some of these changes can easily be done, like, that quick. It doesn't take, like, months of doing a bunch of changes. So, yeah, it's going to take some time, you know what I mean? But it really just takes someone who cares about the product, right? And that's you, right? Golden Age of NXT was great. I ain't gonna lie, Pete the haircut, man. You know what I mean? Nah, man. Pete the haircut. Nah, man, get on top of it. But let go.
It's going to take a lot of us. It's going to take a team. It's going to take everybody here to fill those shoes and continue this on. But we will. The intent is to continue the legacy of what has been going on, what made me fall in love with this business that he created, and to take it to new levels, to take it beyond where it is now. The only way we're going to do that is with a team. That's with Steph, that's with Nick Khan, that's with myself, that's with Kevin Dunn, that's with everybody that is here.
And you better hope those people care about the product, because if you're the only one who does, it doesn't matter. It's not going to change. Yeah, here and there, your ideas might make it to TV, but ultimately, bro, being head of creative means they're just going to really listen to you way more than everyone else. Obviously, you're the head of creative, right? So you're more like, okay, we're relying upon you to come up with all this stuff, right? That doesn't necessarily mean they're going to make it to television. That is it. Like I said, this is what I say. Like, I hope this head of creative position actually means something for the company, because with the statement like that, there are already people who are jumping on the bandwagon that product's going to be better, automatically going to be better. Everything, like, it's to the point where, like, everything good, any little bit of good that happens in the show, everyone's like praising Triple H, and I'm like, bro, stop. Really, bro? It's like you're acting like there was nothing ever good before Triple H got into career. You act like there was nothing good on the product at all. Of course, it was heavily lacking, but nothing good on the product, really. So yeah, man, it's just like, come on, man. It's just there are already people praising him, and we haven't even like we haven't settled anything. Everything hasn't even been settled in yet. We got to get all past SummerSlam. I would think at least, because it's a lot of people depending on you to change it.
Hardest working talent in the world.
Oh, they're definitely hard working. They put their hearts out there for the show when the storylines building up to them were terrible.
An inkling of doubt. It's just a lot of hard work, and we're all going to grind, and we're all going to make it do, because we have the greatest fans in the world, and we're going to make sure that they get everything they want out of this product, and then some.
Yeah, you better hope you. I mean, you speaking some big words, big boy. I just hope they're true.
Yeah, no, that's a challenge. Yeah, believe me. You know, I've spent half my time on the ground and half my time in the air in the last few days. You know, we finished TV. You know, was home for a little bit, flew out here. My kid's birthday's in the middle. You know, flew out here, came to day one of tryouts. When it was over, flew home, had meetings late into the night with our partners.
Try not to pause. That's what
had
I'm
a board
like.
meeting in the
Not
morning,
to
flew
commentate
back here
too
yesterday
much.
afternoon, finished the last half of the tryout. Was working on the shows all night long, you know, and I'm not complaining about it. I love it, and everybody here is working just as hard as I am. You know, like I said, it's going to take all of us to fill a big pair of shoes, but we're hell bent on doing it.
Hey, last one, guys.
It sounds like you are. I don't know about everybody else.
When doesn't Paul Heyman go viral?
Big history with creative and developmental experience with him. Is he someone that you'll be incorporating going forward?
I want ideas from everybody. I want thoughts from everybody. To me, this is inclusive. And when I say, you know, that goes for the talent. When I say it's going to take all of us, it's going to take all of us. And I want that. I want, like, look, Paul's one of the best promos in the history of this business. So who better? When I asked him to be a part of this, he was thrilled, right? We both joke about the fountain of youth and these things. Paul always does this, rub it all over me. It's the fountain of youth, right? Who better to come here and talk about that skill? Paul has the gift of gab, always has, and you know, who better to come here and motivate these kids? And when I talk about that, you know, the 50-plus athletes that are all amazing athletes, why they were selected to be here, from the best of the best collegiately. That's a massive pool. We whittled this down from hundreds to the 50 that you saw here. The difficult part for them is picking up a microphone and standing in front of all these people and trying to do what we do. The difference from day one to what they are.
I will say, bro, that is a big difference. Like, even if you love wrestling, like, it's a big difference, bro. Like, okay, you practice, you know, you do your little thing, cut a little promo, and you sound all hyped up, right? You know, you're passionate backstage, right, when no one's around. But, bro, the second you get in front of, like, a WWE audience, and that's usually a lot of people all the time, or, yeah, at least in the thousands of people. You're guaranteed at least in thousands of people. And, you know, it's going to be tens of thousands of people at SummerSlam. So, yeah, bro. Definitely, of course, your in-ring work has to reflect it, bro. But, you know, you definitely got to be convincing on the microphone, bro. When you get to a certain point, boy, the mic skills got to be convincing, bro. You gotta make people want to care about you, because I can name a couple of people on television that are WWE superstars that mic skills we don't care for.
Now, and the crew that is performing there, some of those people have like 10 matches under their belt, and it's been, you know, literally single-digit months since the first time they ever stepped through those ropes. That's amazing. It's incredible. It's a crazy level of success that I'm incredibly proud of. This team, you know, Matt Bloom, the whole crew here, the talent development team, James Kimball, across, Sean Hayes with strength and conditioning, just all of it. What they do here is amazing. And then Sean and team getting it to NXT and taking that to the next level is amazing. And then even that stepping in as I had to step out and just never missing a beat and running with it is incredible. And I'm so proud of all of it and all of them. So talk about Heyman. I want everybody, anybody that wants to be involved. When I
ain't gonna lie, bro. It's crazy how Triple H will never admit that, even though he knows it's true. He'll never admit that. There was a point in time where, bro, NXT was booking it better than the main roster. You can even argue that they still do it, but, bro, he'll never admit that it's NXT the way he was booking it. Like, of course, when they weren't competing with AEW, like, they weren't overdoing it with trying to beat AEW. Before that, like, they were definitely... I mean, even then, there was times in that time where they were still doing good, but, man, it's just so crazy how he seriously will not admit that his NXT... Like, people were literally saying... How the heck does this booking not make it to them? Why is NXT looking like how the main roster is supposed to be? Like, he'll never admit that, and it's crazy.
I look at people who've been through this.
I guess, I don't know if it's a scared to tell Vince that he's better or not, but, bro.
Talking about it backstage, she was remembering her first time stepping through those ropes to try
You were doing some great things, bro.
Who better than those people to see what that moment and that falling in love with this business can do for them and where it can lead them in their life? Who better to help guide this next gen? Who better to look for that future? Who better to stand in this group and say, look, I can tell you from my point of view, that's something special, right? I want all that involvement, and I want to be as open and collaborative as everybody as I can be, because it's the way we're going to make this great.
Paul, can I ask you just two quick questions? I know you have to run. First off, how are you feeling, health-wise?
I appreciate you asking. I feel great.
That's good.
Glitch in the road. Luckily for me, it was caught, right? And it took a little bit to get over it, to get past it, but I'm past it. I'm over it. I got a clean bill of health, 100%. I'm very aware of all of it. I'm very aware of really what's important in your life and your family and everything else. But I love this business, and for me, I approach it a little bit differently now. I realize there's actually this thing called sleep that every now and then you can get, and it's really helpful. Good advice for all of you, right? Like,
as a youngin' like me, but, I can get away with 4 hours of sleep and be good.
I'm back. I'm 100%. I'm
or
ready to go. I'm ready to
like 4 to 7 straight.
Pair of shoes. But like I said, can't really feel, but we're all gonna do our best, and we're gonna make this thing just go to places it's never been before.
So considering everything that you've been through, do you have a new sense of appreciation for the business? Like, you could have never imagined being in this spot. Maybe I don't know. Maybe you thought you would never be back, right? At some point. So do you just view everything differently? Do you feel that? Do you sense that?
I have a new appreciation for life. It's precious. It doesn't last long. Embrace it. Get everything you can out of it, because it doesn't last long. And for everybody, it can be over in a second, right? So, embrace your family, embrace your friends, tell them you love them.
Yeah, that is so funny.
Be upfront with it, and the things that you love to do in life, embrace that. Work hard, because it doesn't last long. My career. People ask me about my career. Am I sad that I'm done wrestling? No, I gave it everything I had. I rode it till the wheels fell off. That's what you're supposed to do. And luckily for me, they told me, hey, you shouldn't do this anymore. Sweet, I'm done. I was wrapping it up anyways. To me, there didn't need to be the perfect out. It needed to be, I rode it till the wheels fell off. I gave it everything I had, and here I am. Come out the other side.
Hey, that's good on him, bro.
For this business that has been the same since the first day I ever saw it. And, I can promise everybody out there, I'm going to do everything I have in my power to make this better than they've ever seen before.
Oh, great way to end. Thank you guys so much.
Like I said, bro, my only thing is, with you saying stuff like that, right? Because those are strong words, bro. I'm just saying, I hope that's how you feel, bro. I hope that's what happens on the show, bro. So, hey, bro, we're going to need you to stand up to Vince, tell him, hey, I'm running this show now, and let's get it, man. Let's go. Let's get a better product, man. Let's get people excited for this. But, hope y'all enjoyed the video, man. Like, comment, subscribe on the way out. Stay true to yourself and love others. Stay positive. And Prodigy. And I'm out. Peace.